Hi guys, my name is Sharvin Aliki. This video is about practical task 3 for subject network design. Okay, in this practical task 3 have 5 parts. The first part is about connect all devices. The second part is configure the hostname and the interface IP addresses on all of the devices. Part 4, configure basic security on devices. Part 3, configure basic security on devices. Part 4, configure EIGRP for AS1. Part 5, perform basic connectivity test. Okay, let's begin from part 1. Part 1, connect all devices. Connect all devices as per topology. Okay, we have to connect all the devices here as per in the topology given. Okay, first PCA fastnet 0 to fastnet 0/1 in switch 1. Okay, fast Ethernet for in switch 1 to discovery PC, discovery server. Okay, fast Ethernet 0/0 to fast Ethernet 0/2 in server 1, fast Ethernet 0/0 in server 2, router 2 to fast Ethernet 0/3 in switch 1, serial DEC serial 0/1/02 in R1 to serial 0/1/0 in R2. Fast Ethernet is 0/1 in R3 to fast Ethernet 0/1 in R1. Sorry, this is the fast Ethernet cable. We have to use not copper straight to cable. We have to use copper crossover cable in R3 fast Ethernet 0/1 to fast Ethernet 0/1 in R2. Same use copper crossover cable from R3 fast Ethernet 0/0 to fast Ethernet 0/1 in R2. Now use fast serial DEC cable serial 0/1/0 in R4 to serial 0/1/0 in R3. Now use copper straight to cable fast Ethernet 0/1 to in switch 2 to fast Ethernet 0/0 in R4. Fast Ethernet 0/2 in switch 2 to PC2 fast Ethernet 0. Okay, now we are done part 1, which is connect all devices. Now part 2, configure the hostname and interface IP address. Okay, configure the hostname and interface the IP address on all the devices. Discovery is the DNS for both PCs. That means discovery server's IP address will be the DNS server for both PC 1 and 2. Okay, let's start from router 1. Assign IP address and hostname so router 1. Enable config terminal host name R1, no IP domain, and look up interface path 0/0. The IP address will be IP addr172.168.4.1. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Okay, now shut command to up the interface. Now exit from the interface, go to fastnet 0/1. The IP address will be 172.18.0.5. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. No shut command. Exit from the interface. Now go to serial 0/1/0. The IP address will be 172.18.0.9. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.255.252. Now set command of the interface. Okay, and from that copy run start to save the configuration we done so far. Okay, now go to R2. R2 enable config terminal. Host name R2. No IP domain look up. Interface fastnet 0/0. The IP address will be 172.18.4.2. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Okay, no shut command. The interface is up. Now go to fastnet 0/1. The IP address will be 172.18.0.13. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.1252. No shut command. Exit from the interface and go to the interface fast serial 0/1/0. The IP address will be 172.18.0.10. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. No shut command. Give the no shut command. And from command prompt, config terminal, copy run start to save the configuration we have done so far. Okay, now let's configure hostname and IP address in R3. Okay, go to CLI, enable config terminal, hostname R3, no IP domain lookup int. Okay, now let's assign IP address. Interface serial 0/0. Fastnet 0/0. Sorry, not serial. Fastnet 0/0. IP address will be 172.18.0.14. 0.14, right? Okay, 0.14. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. Okay. Now shut command to up the interface. Exit from the interface. Go to interface fastnet 0/1. The IP address will be 172.18.0.6. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. Now shut command to up the interface. Exit from the interface. Go to interface serial 0/1/0. IP address will be 172.18.0.17. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. Now shut command to up the interface. Give command exit from the config terminal. Copy run start to save the configuration we have done so far. Okay. Go to R4, router 4. Same as usual. Enable config terminal. Hostname R4. hostname R4. No IP domain look up interface fastnet 0/0. IP address will be 172.18.88.1. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Now set command to up the interface. Exit from the interface. Go to interface fast serial 0/1/0. IP address will be 172.18.0.18. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. Okay, now shut command. Exit from the config terminal. Copy run start to save the configuration that we have done so far. Okay, now let's configure switch 1. Enable config terminal. Hostname switch 1. No IP domain lookup. Go to interface VLAN 1. IP address will be 172.18.4.3. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Now shut command to up the interface. Give the default gateway. Exit. IP default gateway will be 172.18.4.1. Okay, and then copy run start. Okay, go to switch 2. Enable config terminal. Hostname switch 2. Go to interface VLAN 1. IP address will be 172.18.8.2. Subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Now shut command to up the interface. Exit from the interface. Give the IP default gateway, which is 172.18.8.1, and copy run start to save the configuration. And done so far. Now let's go to discovery server. Assign IP address in discovery server, which is 172.18.4.25. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. The default gateway will be 172.18.4.2. Okay, 4.2. Okay, now let's assign IP address in PC1. 172.18.4.10. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. The default gateway will be 172.18.4.1. The DNS server will be the IP address of discovery server, which is 172.18.4.25. Now let's configure IP address in PC2. IP address will be 172.168.8.10. The subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. The default gateway will be 172.168.8.1. The DNS server will be IP address of discovery server, which is 172.18.4.25. Okay. Okay, we are done for part 2, which is configure the hostname and interface IP addresses. Okay, now let's begin our part 3, which is configure basic security on the devices. Okay, configure the basic security for all network devices. Set a privilege mode password and require login on VTY ports. Okay, I already um, type my command in notepad, so I have to copy the command that I done in my notepad and paste it on the all routers and switches. Okay, let's begin from R1. Enable config terminal, paste the command and copy run start to save the configuration. Same for all the routers. Enable config terminal, paste the command and copy run start to save the configuration. Config terminal in R3, paste the command, copy run start to save the configuration. Config terminal, paste the configuration, paste the command, copy run start to save the configuration. Config terminal in switch 1, paste the configuration and copy run start to save the configuration. Config terminal, paste the configuration, copy run start to save the configuration. Okay, now we already finished our part 3, which is configure basic security on the devices. Let's go to the part 4, which is configure EIGRP routing for AS1. Configure EIGRP routing for AS1. Autonomous system 1 on all routers. Advertise all connected network. Disable EIGRP default summarization on all routers. Okay, let's begin from R1. Config terminal, router EIGRP 1 because of autonomous number 1. Do show IP route connected. Okay, give the network 172.18.0.4. The second network will be 172.18.0.8. The third network will be 172.18.4.0. Okay, give no auto summary to disable the default route summarization and copy run start to save the configuration. Go to R3, R2, config terminal, router EIGRP 1, do show IP route C Okay, give the network 172.18.0.8. The second network will be 172.18.0.12. The third network will be 172.18.4.0. Now auto summary and copy run start. To save the configuration, go to R3, same as usual, router EIGRP 1, do show IP route connected, network, give the network to the directly connected routes 172.18.0.4. The second network will be 172.18.0.12. The third network will be 172.18.0.16. Now auto summary and copy run start. Config terminal, router EIGRP 1, do show IP route connected, router EIGRP 1, network 172.18.0.16. The second network will be 172.18.8.0. Now auto summary and copy run start to save the configuration we have done so far. Okay, sorry, I got some problem in my router 3. Sorry, problem in my EIGRP1, so I done my troubleshoot in EIGRP1 in router 3. So you can see I assign my network using wildcard bit. You can see in the behind. So and copy run start already troubleshooted. So we are done in part 4, which is configure EIGRP routing for AS1. Okay, let's do part 5, which is perform basic connectivity test. Perform end-to-end connectivity between both PC should be successful. Okay, let's ping to both PCs. Okay, ping 172.18.18.8.10. 8.10. Let's see the ping is successful or not. Okay, let's ping again. Successful or not. Okay, first the two packet will lost because of the destination is not found yet. After that it will be 100% complete. The ping will be 100% complete because the because of the routers already did the IP address of the destination. Okay, let's perform the basic connectivity test according to the stadium prototype test plan. Okay, let's see the stadium prototype test plan. Okay, test on procedures. Okay, connect and configure the prototype network according to the installation checklist. Okay, let's see the installation checklist. Okay, this is the installation checklist. Okay, the required is 2 of the layers switch, which is 192.129.60 switches. Okay, you can see you got 2 switches and 2 routers, which is 1841 model routers. Can see we got 4 routers. If the routers are more, it's okay. Okay, we can see 2 personal computers, PC1, PC2. Okay, complete. Personal computer server, we got server. Okay, 6 cat5 straight to cable 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and 2 crossover cables, which is connected to R1 to R3 and R3 to R1. Okay, we got 2 serial cables, which is one is connected to R1 to R2 and one is connected to R3 to R4. Okay, number 1 is done. Okay, console into one of the devices in topology and ping all the devices. Okay, console into, okay, let's use telnet as a console. Telnet into switch 1 172.18.4.3. okay, password is Cisco. Enable class. Okay, let's ping to all the devices. Let's begin from R1 172.18.4.1. okay, the ping is successful. The ping is successful. The ping is successful. Let's ping the R2 4.2. The ping is successful. The ping is successful. The ping is successful. Let's ping R3. Okay, ping is successful. Ping is successful. Ping is successful. Okay, let's ping R4 172.18.8.1. The ping is successful. Okay, R1 is successful. Okay, let's ping switch to ping 172.18.8.2. okay, the ping is successful. Let's ping to PC2. The ping is successful. Let's ping to PC1. The ping is successful. Let's ping to discovery server. Okay, the ping is also successful. That means from if we console to another device such as switch 1, and the ping from switch 1 to all other device IP address in the devices successfully ping to switch 1. Okay, let's go to number 3, examine the show running config and show IP route output, copy paste result into a document used for later. So we don't have to do a document, so let's skip the question 3. Okay, now let's telnet to all other devices to get the same information. Now we already telnet to switch 1. Okay, let's telnet to the devices such as R1, R2, R3 and R4. We cannot to telnet to PC1 and discovery server. Okay, exit. Let telnet to R1 172.18.4.1. okay, Cisco enable class. Okay, exit from that. Okay, let's telnet to R2. Telnet 172.18.4.2 Cisco enable class. Okay, successful connect to telnet to R2. Okay, let's telnet to R3. Telnet 172.18.0.14 Cisco enable class. Exit from that. Telnet to R4 route 4 172.18.8.1 successful connect telnet to R4. Okay, let's telnet to switch 3 switch 2 sorry switch 2 172.18.8.2 right. Okay, 8.2. Okay, enable class. Okay, okay, from PC1 we successfully telnet to R1 R2 R3 R4 switch 1 and switch 2. Okay, now let's use common trace route to verify the traffic is taking correct route to the network. Okay, let's see. Ping tracer to PC2 172.18.8.10. Tracer. Okay, you can see the first IP address is the IP address of fastnet 0/0 in R1. The second IP address will be the fastnet 0/1 in R3. The third will be the IP address of serial 0/1/0 in R4. The fourth will be the IP address of the destination, which is the IP address of PC2. Okay, did use correct route to trace correct route to ping to send the packet to switch PC2. Okay, let's go to question number 6, which is test IP connectivity between host devices on the same VLAN, which is PC1 to discovery server. So let's ping to PC1 to discovery server, which is 172.18.4.25. Okay, the ping from PC1 to discovery server is successful. Okay, now verify the IP EIGRP configuration using the given command, which is show IP route, show IP protocol, show IP EIGRP topology, or show IP EIGRP interfaces. Let's use the IP show IP protocol command. Cisco enable class show IP protocols. You can see the protocol is enabled, which is the protocol is EIGRP1. The automatic summarization is not affected. That means we have already given the no auto summary command, the routing network, the routing information sources. Okay, we are done our test 1 procedures. Let's go to test 1, expected results, success criteria. Okay, all network are connected, accessible through telnet. Okay, yes, we already see in PC1 telnet to switch 1, R1, R2, R3, R4, and switch 2. Okay, host on the VLAN can successfully ping to another host on the same VLAN. Yes, we already see the PC1 can ping to discovery server. Okay, let's see the third question. Third, EIGRP router advertise correctly and install into the routing table on the routers. Yes, we already see by giving the show IP protocol command. Okay, now let's go to the web pages store on the discovery server available by both PCs. Let's see this is available or not. Go to PC1 web browser, click www or give the IP address of the web server, which is 172.18.4.25. Okay, you can see it successfully show the web browser. Let's do the same in PC2. Give the IP of discovery server, which is 172.18.4.25. Okay, you can see you also can successfully connect to web browser. Okay, that's all in our practical task 3, which is sorry, we have done our practical task 3 for subject network security. That's all from mine. Thank you very much.